everyone, this is Hot Dusty here, and today we are going to be reviewing the second to last chapter of RWBY Volume 5. So first, note there is going to be spoilers, obviously, because with RWBY you kind of have to talk about the spoiler stuff in the show, because these episodes are sometimes pretty short, even though this one was like 15 minutes long. It's kind of hard to pinpoint the stuff without spoiling it. So yeah, this is your warning. You can go now. Alright, let's talk about the spoiler stuff. So first, I'm going to talk about the first half of this, and then I'll get to the fight with Raven vs. Cinder and my thoughts about that. So let's first talk about Yang / RWBY versus Emerald and Mercury. Now, it was pretty disappointing to say the least. I really didn't like how they handled the fight. It just felt really rushed. They could have done a lot more with it. Like, how about you could have had Emerald use an illusion on Penny, on RWBY to see Penny. You could have done that, and that would have been very emotional for her and for the audience themselves to actually see Penny again. And also, it would be cool to see her new Maya engine. But you just could have done with that a lot more. It was just there. And then kind of set up like, oh, it was going to be like it's going to be a good fight, guys. Don't worry. It's going to be great. Even though it kind of wasn't. It was just there. And then after that, we got in Blake. She came back to Mistral. Somehow she got in the boat. We're probably never going to find out how she got in that. And also Carly got in the police force into this whole scenario. And we get an encounter with Adam and Lake. And what do we get? Well, Adam just goes out like a little bitch. And then kind of sucks, to be honest. Because I was expecting something. They have been teasing this since Volume 3, Chapter 11. And this is what we got. It kind of sucks, to be honest, knowing... Now, we know the Fall of Haven is not going to be falling because the bombs are disarmed from Ilya. And they had disarmed the bombs. And also, I can't think right now. And also the sun came in. And also we got to learn some more about Mata as well. That was the character with the horns. For some reason, that's more character growth than RWBY herself for some odd reason. Because we got to know that he has a brother in the White Fang. And that is kind of why his mom didn't want him to go into the fight anyway. Because she already lost someone in the family to the White Fang. So we kind of got a little bit more about him in the next couple of episodes than RWBY did in like a volume and almost 2 volumes now. Because all we got right now is like, oh yeah, RWBY's angry. Yay. Like I just hope they give RWBY some more development in RWBY Volume 6. Because she's the main character, for crying out loud. She got nothing. I just really hated. Also, we also got to find out. Before we talk more about the Blake and Adam stuff, let's talk about Hazel's semblance. Hazel's semblance is being able to block out pain, getting rid of pain. He can't physically feel pain himself. That's the semblance, which is why he was able to crack so much dust crystals into him without feeling anything. Honestly, kind of a crappy semblance to say the least, not being able to feel pain, really. But, hey, I guess for those scenarios, they can be pretty useful if used in the right circumstances. So in that aspect, it can be used quite well. Especially with using dust and making it more powerful. And also, we gotta learn more about John's semblance and what it actually is. It is not healing, because even though Aura can heal you, it's not something that's unique. So John's basically saying, I'm amplifying my own semblance, giving my own aura to Weiss. That's my semblance. It's basically aura transfer, to say the least. That's what it is. It's giving your aura to someone else. And we got a callback moment for Volume 1. It was like, oh, Pia told me once that I had a lot of aura and I still believe in her. It's like, And also, I still love Noah. It's like, I just need him to go down. I really like how she delivered the line. It was great. I like that a lot. Alright, without all of that stuff, that's pretty much most about what happened with that whole scenario. And then now we got Blake versus Adam. And it really wasn't a versus, to be honest. Adam is like being his whole cliche type of villain, like, oh, I've been waiting for you forever, but I was trying to find you forever, but you came straight to me. It's like, oh, I gotta say this line now. It's like, really? Really? I don't. Also, why did he want at Blake straightforward, even though he knows she has a semblance that can, go to a different direction or make herself being a clone? And it kind of seemed like he fell for it, even though when you really think that he shouldn't have fallen for it, it just seemed really weird. And this whole thing felt off, to say the least. I really didn't like how that was whole handled. It should have been handled a lot more differently. I just hope in the finale that we might get a better confrontation than what we got here, but I highly doubt that. I think Adam and the White Fang plot is done, thankfully, because the White Fang are a complete joke right now, to the point where they got beat by a tray. That's not a good sign, to say the least. Blake's whole arc was just disappointing, to say the least. I really didn't like it as much, and now to know that it got interesting during chapter 8, but what we got was so cliched, I hated it. It's like, seriously guys, you couldn't think of anything other than this? Really? And also, Haven is safe, of course. It's not going to fall as we thought it was. So, you got that. Now let's get into the actual fight with Raven versus Cinder. Now, is it just me or this fight really reminded me of like a Dragon Ball Z, or at least just a Dragon Ball fight in general? It really reminded me of it a lot, and I really like this fight. This is probably my favorite fight of the volumes thus far. This is probably that we are going to be getting in this volume. Boy, I really liked it a lot. It was really fun. It was just a fun little matchup between Raven and Cinder. Like having these little long swords going in at it with each other and swinging in. And we also got a surprise of a new song as well, which according to Jeff is called All Things Must Die, which is a very interesting title to say the least. I wonder like who the perspective of the song is going to be towards. It's going to be quite interesting when we figure that out in the next soundtrack. And of course, who wins the fight? Raven. Raven wins the fight. Somehow Bernal didn't die from earlier in last week's episode and caught off Cinder by surprise. And Cinder falls, we presume, to her death because she gets crystalled up and everything. You see spikes coming out of her. I presume she's dead. So if she is dead in this next chapter, we find out that she is physically dead. Who is going to be the Fall Maiden? Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Raven? I hope not, because that would be overpowered for her character, because having Fall and Spring, being able to turn into a bird, being able to do portals, and possibly having a relic of knowledge. That's a little bit much, to say the least. But now it is officially confirmed that Vidal is dead. Now she got killed, but she did it for the tribe as normal, like that. We also got to see what the relic of knowledge looks like, or what the vault inside of it looks like. We got to see a quick glimpse of it, and it feels like a whole different dimension and like a desert type feel. It was really interesting on what it was. It appears like the relic itself looks like a vial of some sort, and it has water inside of it. I don't know how that thing's supposed to work. I hope we figure out in the next episode. Because it kind of seemed like a little bit of a potion, to be honest. At least from my perspective and what I can see of it as of now before the finale. I don't know what it's going to do. I thought it was just an orb thing for Volume 4. Now it's like this type of thing. And also it's kind of hard to tell what it is because I seen it from being the first member, and usually the graphics aren't the best during that time. So hopefully when the chapter 13 comes out on YouTube, it'll be better to spot a little bit. But yeah, this is my second to last review of the volume. I am going to be. Here's what's going to be coming, alright? I'm going to tell you what is going to be happening. So, I'm going to be doing my final prediction for the finale tomorrow, which will be for you guys on Wednesday, but for me, I'm going to be recording it tomorrow, and you guys will get it Wednesday. I'll be getting my final prediction video for that. And then next Tuesday, I'll be doing a review of the finale and the whole volume as a whole. It'll be both of those in those same video, or at least I'll just cut it up and then come back. Or I might make them two separate videos themselves. And then after all those videos comes out, because we might get songs in the finale, so I'll do my lyric videos for that as well. And then I'll be making Everything Wrong with RWBY Volume 5, which will probably come out hopefully around February, I suppose. That might come out around that time. I hope anyway to get it out by February or March. That's my goal. And after that, I want to get it out by February because I don't want to be so crowded up with my other reactions that I'm going to be doing after RWBY Volume 5. So I'll be doing that first, and then I will still be working on my RWBY AV, which I'm working on right now. I'm just waiting for a scene from 13 to come out for YouTube so I can grab it by itself, so I can put it into the AV. I'm just doing I'm doing the slow part and then the final action parts. So I'm almost done with that, and I got like this week to finish it and next week, basically to finish it before I had to put it out for Discord users for next week. And so, yeah, I'm very looking forward to the finale on Saturday. We're almost done, guys. We're almost there for the end of the volume. Now, I would give this episode probably like a 7 out of 10, to be honest, 7 or 8, just because the first half was so disappointing, but the second half was really good. I just wish all of the episode was really good, so I might give it a 7, to say the least, for this episode. Because I liked some stuff from the first half, but overall it just felt disappointing during that time of the episode until we got to the good part. It just felt like a little bit short. So I will see you all tomorrow with my prediction for the finale. We're almost there. Almost done with RWBY Volume 5, to say the least. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more fishy videos like these. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.